Good morning. Today is Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. It's 10 a.m. and I call this meeting of the Platte County Commission to order. Commissioner Berberich, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I will. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item on our agenda is the approval of the agenda.
I move approval of the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Hanover?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda is the consent calendar.
Move to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent calendar. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Hanover?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda, business action items, and the first two will be presented by County Administrator Wes Mender. First one is 2025 RES 027.
Good morning, Commissioners. Wes Mender. The first resolution, 2025 RES 027, is a reappointment of David Miller to the Board of Zoning Adjustment.
I move approval of 2025-RES-027, the appointment of David Bub Miller to the Board of Zoning Adjustment.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Hanover?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025 RES 033.
Good morning, Commissioners. Wes Mender. As you're aware, the county recently got a $6.8 million grant for improvements to AA Wacomas Drive down in Northmore. One of the first steps that we need to do is solicit engineering services from a design professional. And so with this request for qualifications, we will release that request and have consultants propose and then evaluate and select our team that would design the project.
Move to approve 2025-RES-033 for professional engineering services.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Hanover?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Wes.
Thank you.
The next four are executive appointments. I will present these because our county administrator has a conflict on the first one. First item is 2025 RES 029, executive appointment of Jody Mender to the Industrial Development Authority Board.
I move approval of 2025-RES-029, the appointment of Jody Mender to the Platte County Industrial Development Authority.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Hanover?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025 RES 030, an executive appointment, Ron Schieber to the Industrial Development Authority Board.
I move to approve 2025-RES-030 to appoint Ron Schieber to the Industrial Development Authority Board.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Hanover?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025 RES 031, an executive reappointment of Dwayne Soper to the Industrial Development Authority.
I move approval of 2025-RES-031, reappointment of Dwayne Soper to the Platte County Industrial Development Authority.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Hanover?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025 RES 032, executive appointment of Carla Martinez to the Industrial Development Authority Board.
Move to approve 2025-RES-032 to appoint Carla Martinez to the Industrial Development Authority Board.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Hanover?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda, 2025 CO 034 to be presented by Parks and Recreation's Chris Orson. Morning, Chris.
Good morning. Chris Orson with Parks and Recreation. The first CO I have is an emergency purchase between Platte County and Muller Heating and Cooling to replace our HVAC system at the Dorothy Day Cabin. In February, our staff went down to the cabin and the HVAC had gone out during the colder temperatures. We had a bunch of broken pipes and some damage due to it not being able to be heated. With the timing of the facility use that was coming up, we went ahead and hired Mueller Heating and Cooling to replace the system. It was a total replacement. The cost was $23,889. They replaced it about a month ago, and it's been working since then. The system that was replaced was around 12 years old, so it was time to be replaced. We had to do the emergency purchase just because of the lead times of going out to bid wouldn't work with the schedule that we had at the cabin with the artist resident that I'll be talking about here in a second on the next commission order. So this has been reviewed by the county auditor and county attorney, and staff recommends that you approve this commission order.
I move approval of 2025-CO-034, which approves of the emergency purchase of HVAC repairs for the Dorothy Day cabin.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryder?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vega?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda, 2025 CO036.
Commissioners, CO036 is an agreement between Platte County, Missouri and the curators of the University of Missouri for the purpose of a collaborative partnership agreement for the Dorothy Day cabin. This is actually a renewal of an agreement that we had already signed with the university 15 months ago. This new agreement will be a 2-year agreement with 3 one-year options to extend. So if all 3 extensions are approved, we'll go out to 2029, partnering with the university to program the cabin. The agreement is for the day cabin had kind of sat idle for years, and we've partnered with the university to program the cabin with special events, smaller events, and also they do 2 times a year we'll have an artist residency at the cabin. And we actually have an artist there right now, which is why the HVAC had to be replaced so quickly. Their responsibility for the extension, like I already said, is programming small events, which include master gardening classes, painting classes, and other events that they see fit for the property. We do try to keep them smaller due to the limited parking. Like I said, this is renewal. It's been going for 15 months now, and it's been a great partnership. This is our 2nd resident that we've had at the cabin. They'll finish up on Thursday, and then we'll get feedback from them. But getting the cabin activated was great for both sides, and staff's happy with the partnership and recommend that you approve this agreement to continue the partnership moving forward.
I move to approve 2025-CO-036 for a collaborative partnership agreement for the Dorothy Day cabin.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. This is a non-financial arrangement, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Any further questions? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryder?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vega?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, 2025 RES 028 to be presented by Public Works Director Bob Heim. Morning, Bob.
Good morning, Commissioners. Bob Heim, Director of Public Works. This first item, Commissioners, is a request for public hearing to amend the county traffic ordinances, more specifically Schedules 1, 2, and 3, that relates respectively to speed limit signs, stop intersections, and then parking restriction signs. So what we're doing here is just basically updating the list in the ordinance book that lists every regulatory sign, if you will, throughout the county. It hasn't been done for quite some time. And I've gotten together with the different road districts and municipalities to get those updated. And by state statute 304.130, we are required to post public notice in several different places, run ads in the newspaper, and we have to hold 3 public hearings. Those hearings would, upon your approval, these meetings, they would be held on Monday, April 21st at admin session, as well as following sessions on May 5th and May 19th. With that, staff would recommend that commission move forward with these hearings.
I move approval of 2025-RES-028, which calls a public hearing to amend the traffic schedules 1, 2, and 3 for the ordinances of Platte County.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Brinker?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanderburg?
That
Yes.
motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025-CO032.
Commissioners, this is a memorandum of understanding with Kenworth here in Kansas City to purchase a couple dump trucks. We have two of our larger dump trucks that are starting to age out on mileage more so than they are number of years, but we're getting over the 100,000 mile mark on both these trucks, and that's when a lot of the major problems start to show up that get pretty costly. So we are looking to purchase a couple new ones cooperatively through the state statutes for cooperative purchasing. Our staff has identified that there's a current bid out there, 032824-KTC, which is available through July 9th of 2028. It's offered by Kenworth Truck Company to members of the cooperative purchasing group Sourcewell. Platte County is a member of that. Our number is 24565. So staff would like to take advantage of this opportunity to purchase these two trucks. They will be through Kenworth Truck Company, as I said. Their Kansas City branch, which is MHC Kenworth. It will be two new 2026 T480 dump trucks. They'll have a 14-foot bed, and they will come with an extended 5-year warranty on this to cover some of those bigger items. County Councilor has reviewed this agreement, and the county auditor certified that the funds are available. That amount is $425,880. That is purchase price alone. These trucks won't be ready for delivery until probably sometime in December. So they were not able to offer us a buyout of the other trucks at this time. And we're going to put those vehicles on Purple Wave. We're seeing great results through that system. We're getting higher prices than we typically get if we go back to the dealers. So with that, staff would recommend that we enter into this agreement.
I move to approve 2025-CO-032, memorandum of understanding to purchase Kenworth dump trucks.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Brinker?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanderburg?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025-CO033.
This CO033 is the bid award for the microsurfacing portion of the 2025 road surfacing project. We had one bid on it. It was Vance Brothers. They have been doing this type of work for us for a number of years. But we did go back, review the bids, and feel very comfortable with their numbers. So staff is recommending that we enter into the contracting phase by awarding them the bid.
I move approval of 2025-CO-033, the bid award for 2025 road resurfacing project, in particular microsurfacing.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Brinker?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanderburg?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025-CO035.
Commissioners, this last item, CO035, is an order approving contracts for annual bids categories 6 through 22. This is for the purpose of furnishing annual supplies to Public Works. There are a number of contracts that we have submitted to you for signature. Roughly, I think it was 70 different entities that were awarded, and We would request that the commission sign off on each one of these so that we can begin our annual purchasing with these different vendors and suppliers.
I move to approve 2025-CO-035 for annual bid contract approvals.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frederick?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Band?
Yes.
And that motion carries 3-0. Thank you, sir.
Commissioners.
Next on the agenda, any announcements from county office holders and staff? Any public comments? Any comments from the commission? Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Who, you made the
We'll give
motion?
it to Joe.
You second?
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frederick?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Band?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. It's 10:16 a.m. and we are adjourned.